In a big city lived Hansel and Gretel, two siblings who were always connected to Wi-Fi but rarely listened to by their parents, stressed by work and bills. Their father made home deliveries, their mother worked endless shifts at a 24-hour supermarket, and often there wasn't even money for dinner. One rainy evening, the power went out, the fridge was almost empty, and in the darkness the adults argued, thinking the children were asleep. They talked about sending them to their aunt's house in the suburbs for a few days, but the words came out slurred, full of exhaustion, and the children felt as if they wanted to get rid of them. Hurt and angry, Hansel and Gretel decided to run away at dawn, taking only their cell phones, a power bank, and a few snacks. They walked until the buildings gave way to abandoned warehouses and graffitied sheds. The GPS stopped working, and the signal disappeared. No maps, no messages. To avoid getting lost, Hansel began taking photos of the walls with the strangest murals, planning to use those images as clues for their return. After hours of wandering, tired and hungry, they saw a building lit up by 1,000 lights at the end of the street. It looked like a modern-day candy store. Glass windows filled with candy logos, cookie-shaped neon lights, pop music blasting from the speakers, an elegant woman with straight silver hair, a tablet in her hand, and a smile as sweet as cotton candy greeted them at the door. She introduced herself as Aunt Candy, an influencer, an owner of the place, a digital playground full of desserts, video games, and selfie corners. She offered them hot chocolate, waffles, unlimited Wi-Fi, and a corner where they could charge their phones. The kids thought it was heaven. In exchange, however, Aunt Candy asked for a little help with the content. A few photos, a few videos, a few live streams. Day after day, Hansel and Gretel were dressed in flashy outfits, applied makeup, and filmed eating sweets, doing challenges, and dancing for the cameras. The followers grew, the likes exploded, but the two siblings were forbidden from contacting their family. Aunt Candy said their parents didn't deserve them, and that there, on screen, they were finally special. Gretel began to suspect something was wrong. When peeking at her tablet, she discovered how much money the woman was making from their videos, while they received only sugar and compliments. One night while Aunt Candy was preparing a new format, Gretel proposed a surprise live stream and suggested using the influencer's main account. As soon as the camera was turned on, Gretel spilled the beans, that they were minors, runaways, being used as mascots to make money. She showed the documents she kept in her backpack and the saved messages with her mother. The public began to flood the chat, demanding explanations, tagging the police and social services. Aunt Candy, caught red-handed, tried to shut everything down, but the video was already everywhere. Within hours, the place was seized and the siblings were taken to a protected center where they found their father in tears. Their parents, desperate for their disappearance, had been searching for them for days. They weren't perfect, but they loved them. From then on, Hansel and Gretel understood that no like is as good as a hug, and their parents learned that children don't need houses full of sweets or bright screens, but time, a listening ear, and someone who will stay even when the connection drops.